Okay, so by this stage, we have created our contact list under contacts. It's the welcome email list of contacts that we're going to be using. It includes my email, my Gmail account, which I will provide to you in class, and your own email that you signed up for Constant Contact with. And so let's go to campaigns. We're actually going to start building out an email. So let's start by creating an email first, and then we'll kind of actually make that an actual campaign. So here's some templates you can search. So I wonder if I just search for welcome. Yeah. So they already have quite a few welcome templates that you can use in here, which is great. I mean, looks like they have about 8 of them. I think that, considering what we're trying to emulate, this template is probably going to work out pretty well. Just a plain white background. So let's just select this. I think this one's going to work good. Okay. So, we can see that there's some things off to the side here. Images, text, buttons, spacers, dividers, those kinds of things you can save. This is the title here where we can enter in the title. Maybe we'll just change this to Kate Spade welcome email. Sorry, save. Okay, so let's just click on this. So this little button, all these little buttons kind of pop up. We can actually replace this. So I'm going to actually try to find, I'm going to upload a file from my computer. I think I have it. Maybe I can just do recents. What do I do with that? I'll find the JPEG that I exported out of Illustrator of the envelope that we created in class. Okay, so I had navigated to my PNG file that I exported of the graphic we created in class, and this is what it looks like. So if we click on that, you can add in a description if you want. The file name is here, and we can put this in a folder, so we can actually, maybe we'll just title this. Anyway, upload files down here. I'm sure you can make like files, Kate Spade welcome email file within your uploads, and then have all of your images for that specific email in there, and then you can have like it all categorized and organized. But so let's just push done. So here we go. Click on that and push insert. So that was kind of a lot of buttons to push just to bring in a simple image. So Constant Contact is a little on the clunky side, but it is technically one of the main email mass email senders that a lot of companies use for email marketing campaigns. Let's go into week 10 of the Brightspace shell, and we'll download that Kate Spade logo by clicking on the arrow, pushing download. There it is. We're going to use that in our welcome email. This is a good spot for a logo, so click on that, push edit. We're going to upload. We'll go through the same process. Browse your computer. I think I put it on my desktop. Actually, no, it's in my downloads. Just put this on list. Date added. So it would be here, Kate Spade logo that I downloaded in my downloads folder. Lots of buttons to push, but upload file. Make sure it's selected, and then just push done down here. And we can click on that and insert. So there we go. That's getting closer. We can actually make this clickable. So we can add a link to our image that we created. So people are going to be, clicking on the Shop Now button. And so we're going to want to make that something that is a hyperlink to the Kate Spade. Let's just make it hyperlink to the Kate Spade website. Now, honestly, with a welcome email, it probably wouldn't just go to the home page. You'd probably have a specific page with maybe a deal on it, like 15% off, or here's the code for 15% off, kind of a landing page specific to this particular email. But since we don't have that, this is just a hypothetical email, then we're just going to put in like a generic link. So link that to a web page. If we had a landing page, we would do that, but we don't. So we're just going to use the Kate Spade website. I did copy that. So clicking on this link will add the contact in the specific link, helping you send more targeted emails. So we can click that, put that on welcome email list, and then insert. So I think that just helps you keep track of, you know, clicks and things like that. So it's a good idea to do that. We can push done here. I mean, if we wanted to like center align this, left, right align, obviously we want this centered, but if we want to delete it, let's just push done. And we can save up here too. Let's go ahead and save. So let's see, what else do we need? Do I have that welcome email? Okay, so we need to add in like this top menu, this little black bar here, and then the social media icons, and then a couple other little menu items down here next. So I am going to add in that navigation bar that goes above the email. Let's see, where's that at? So I'm going to make this new handbags, clothing, home, kids sale. So this is a great way over here on the left-hand side. If you scroll down under layouts, this is actually a navigation. So a drag and drop. So we can drag that and drop that in. And we have these links here that are styled horizontally, which is perfect. So the first one was new, so we'll change the text on that. Is it all caps? Yeah, it is. So we can definitely make this all caps. And then I'll just fill in this navigation with the correct words, and I'll restart the video. Okay, so I got these this nav in here, at least the text. I don't have the links in yet, but if we click on here, highlight, and then push link, we can make this link to a web page. And let's actually go to the new section of the Kate Spade website, and we will make this an active hyperlink within our email. So when the customer goes in, they actually can click on that and it will take them to the new section of the website of Kate Spade. Maybe we will do this, insert, and yep, now it's highlighted. And we can change the font if we want. I feel like Helvetica's not terrible for this. It would definitely have to be like a sans serif. I kind of like the Tahoma, I guess. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through and just link all of these to the actual Kate Spade website so that all of them are active hyperlinks, so that when the viewer goes to click on these things, it takes them to the correct website page on the Kate Spade website. Okay, so I have all of this filled in. I took out the kids section because they don't actually have a kids section anymore on the site, as far as I could tell. So if we actually highlight this, we can change the font color too. We'll make it black and maybe bold, and we can take the underline off too on all of these. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So this navigation is looking pretty good. All of these are hyperlinks now. And it's white behind there. So let's just change this gray. It kind of defaults to gray, but if we click on the actual bar itself and then hover over to settings, I think we can change the color here. So let's just make it white so that that doesn't, I thought I took the underline off on all these. I don't know why that happened all of a sudden. But that will make it white in the background. And then so next up, we'll start building out some of the other parts of the email. We'll probably do this black bar underneath next. Okay, so we're gonna make this little free shipping and free returns to all 50 states bar here. So we can just actually grab underneath the layout up to the left menu here. We can drag and drop this above and it will automatically fill in, but we can just change the size to like 14. I'm going to push cap lock. I'm going to change it to Tahoma, and free shipping and free returns to all 50 states. So Okay, got that in there. We want to highlight this, and let's make the text color white. And then we're going to kind of hover over the background here, go to this little gear icon, click on that, and then change the color to black. And I think we might be able to change, let's see, maybe we can change the padding on this, or like the space between the top and the bottom. So I think that's here. Okay, that's actually, maybe let's make it 1. Yeah, this should adjust our spacing. That's maybe too big. Not quite sure exactly how this works, but it doesn't seem to be very intuitive if you ask me, but there are some spacing options anyway. Not sure what this does. Oh, okay. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Guess we'll leave it at that. I wish I could get it perfectly, and I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I'm not quite sure how you do that. So maybe that's something you guys can click around and figure out. So next up, we can start adding in maybe these social media icons down at the bottom. Okay, so let's just start making this look a little bit more like the actual email. One way of doing that, we don't need these things, so I'm actually gonna hover over, click here, and push delete. These dividers I don't need, so I'm just going to delete all these things. And we didn't actually have a true button here, but we did make this image clickable. It is linked to the home page. Obviously, it should link to a hyperlink. It should hyperlink to a landing page that would have like a code on it for 15% off, but we don't have that. So, so if we look at our thing, we have an extra navigation almost underneath here with the social media icons here. So I can actually just grab this section and then just place it underneath here. And I think there's actually another divider here that I'm going to delete. Okay, so we can actually click on this, push edit, and then we can actually change the styles to make them black so that they match. We can add networks. So we'll add in Instagram and YouTube. I don't think they had LinkedIn in here. So they did have a T icon, and I'm not quite sure. I don't think it's Twitter. Not quite sure what that is, but it doesn't look like it's available here. And then you can add in like links here. You can share on your readers' pages. These icons will post to your readers' social pages. I'm not going to do that. We don't need to do that with this design, but I'll show you how to link up to the Facebook pages. So if you just go to Google and search for Kate Spade Facebook and click on the link that comes up here, it'll actually take you to the Kate Spade Facebook page. And what you can do is you can actually copy this from your browser window, and that will be the link that you should use for Facebook, which you would fill in here. And you can do the same thing for Twitter. So Kate Spade Twitter. Here we go. This looks like it's probably the Kate Spade homepage, maybe. Let's see. We'll go here, maybe. I think that this might be it. So copy that. You know, obviously you want to make sure that you're getting these things correct, but and we can do the same for the rest of these. I'm not going to actually go through all of that, but I do want you to create, hook up at least 3 of these. So you could do the Instagram maybe, or just make sure you hook up 3 of them to the actual Kate Spade, because I will be checking to see if these are hyperlinked. So next up, I'm going to try and emulate the gift card customer care store location here. So I have a pretty good start here, but we can just change that up. Actually, I might need to, well, we can link them. We can link them ourselves. So I'll add in those words and then use the hyperlink to do that. And maybe put in extra spaces in between the words to make them a little further apart. But I'll have to finish this up in the next video.